long story short, I'm beginning to think a lot of these bricked chargers that others on the internet would love you to believe is occurring in mass numbers just may end up being simply end user error. Why didn't the high voltage battery detect this drop, come on to charge the battery? All good questions. And
oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration? Oh, you were finished. Oh, well, allow me to retort.
I mean, I can understand holding the pom-poms because, you know, you actually bought an actual EV Dodge. But I mean, for you to come in your video talking about, oh, there's no problem, this is user error, I don't necessarily think so. If you've been watching my channel for the last couple of years, you know I love a good deal. Whether it's saving $1,000 on Ram TRXs or Hellcats or helping you guys save money on your Demon 170s from all these dealer shenanigans, I love good deals. And there's no better deal that I can figure out online than with my buddies at JustButtOns and DragRacingWheels.com, where you can use my promo code BUTTER at checkout to save up to an additional 15% off on your next order. So check out my friends at JustButtOns and DragRacingWheels.com, where some of the best prices online just got a little bit better. If you've seen this article right here from Mopar Insiders, I actually watched this video before. In the 2024 Dodge Charger Daytona owner faces a bricking issue. Owner shares his unexpected EV problem and the solution, which the solution is Dodge needs to do some software fixes so this does not happen again to other customers. Because what if I told you that this was a major issue for Dodge last year, and that was the reason why they had this orange string hanging out the back of these test mules and running around Detroit?
They came out in a car in 2024 with 2018 technology with 2035 pricing.
I love that. I fell out of my chair laughing when you said that on the video.
So they missed the mark. So this car is really difficult because A, we don't know how it's going to get updated via software. And the problem I have with this car is I like looking at a car, driving it, getting an impression, enjoying it, and making the decision to purchase it right then and there.
Yeah.
I hate, if there's one thing I hate, it's relying on something that I might get later or is a possibility to get later, because that thing may never come.
So if you want to watch this video right here, it's basically by Sakamonkey Garage, and he basically titled his video as, has my new Dodge Charger Daytona EV already failed on me? Did it brick or was it something that I can't necessarily read exactly what it was, but it's a long title for his video. So it's basically like a good about 30-minute video of him finding out that basically his car has died on him, and he has to go through this whole experience of trying to get in the car, then get in the back seat, and then get the hatch open and then jump in the car. That way he can actually get it to work again. The all new, all electric 2024 Dodge Charger Daytona has been a hot topic among enthusiasts, but now the cars are finally landing in customers' hands. Real world issues are surfacing. One Charger Daytona Scat Pack Stage 2 owner, say that 5 times fast, who runs the Sakamonkey Garage YouTube channel, recently faced a frustrating problem. His brand new Charger was completely bricked. And you can see right here the code they was having. For those unfamiliar, and this is a very important point that Mopar Insiders make right here, bricking refers to when a car becomes entirely non-functional due to a major software glitch, a power failure, or a drained battery. In this case, his Charger displayed a charging error in the Dodge app, but when he went to check the vehicle, it had no power at all. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys, even if the vehicle is fully charged, if that 12-volt battery is dead, yo, but it's not going nowhere. That 12-volt battery is what actually runs all the electronics in your car. Even unlocking the car was a challenge, as the key fob did not work. Unlike previous gas-powered Chargers with visible door locks, the new Charger Daytona requires removing a tight-fitting cover inside the handle, making manual entry very tricky. I'm probably going to show you guys maybe like a screenshot, probably like right here. And he had to go through this crap and potentially scratch the heck out of his car's door handle or whatever to actually get into the vehicle, because I don't understand why we had to go through this whole nonsense of having power door locks on his car, why we couldn't have a key in there. I'm just saying that these cars were having issues last year with engineers getting into the vehicle. I'm just saying that maybe we should have still had keyholes on these cars so people can easily get in. Once inside, he faced another hurdle. The 12-volt battery located in the rear power hatch was completely dead. Dodge includes a warning label on the power retracting seats, advising against manually operating them without power. Now I'm going to go ahead and say for this particular part right here that I did get an actual text message from Dodge themselves about this important tag, because I raised the concern in this video right here. And basically what you had to do is ignore that tag, because it should not be on people's cars. This tag should be basically removed during the PDI install or PDI check. Let me block out who I was talking to, but yeah, you should be able to see it right there. I was asking a question, so I'm not gonna say exactly who it was. This tag is a warning for dealers when doing the prep for the new vehicle so that the seat does not get damaged. Highly unlikely the battery dies after the customer enters the back seat. If that were to happen, they will be able to get out through the rear of the main release or climb through the front and use the main release doors on the front doors. Now, my man, Randall, he actually did a video on this where the car is dead. You can still use that strap and push the seat forward. I don't know whether or not Dodge needs to kind of like update the language on this, because there's nowhere in the owner manual that tells you that, hey, in the event of an emergency, that, hey, you can, slide forward the seat still, even without no power. Now, I don't know whether that's going to actually cause any damage to the seat over time, if that actually happens or whatever. But as far as I know, for right now, you can still safely get out of that back seat and still pull that strap. I actually got to send Dodge an update to that, because I'm actually going to send them a link to Randall's video so they can see that it actually works, and don't cause any confusion with this, because Soccer Monkey Garage, he was actually confused the same way too, that he had the tag still on his strap as well. So I'm gonna go talk to Dodge about this and then make an update video when I get some more information from them. But yeah, advising is manually operating them without the power. This meant there is no easy way to fold them down, requiring him to climb through the back of the car and over the center console to reach the battery, a flaw that even Dodge engineers had struggled with during testing. What it leads us to right here, where you see these Dodge Chargers right here, and you see this orange strap right here, because these cars were bricking. And so instead of the Dodge engineers having to climb through the car to the back hatch to manually trip the hatch, they left an orange string on the cars. That way they can just easily just boop, pop it while outside of the car. And so this happened a bunch of times. So this is one gray car that did the same thing. Here goes a black car doing the same thing. And I have another picture somewhere. I don't know if this is the same car or not, but I got another picture of another car that was like black and gray. It had like a black body but gray bumper pieces on there that did the same thing. But this was an issue back last summer where these vehicles were dying and they had to use, here we go. In another case, engineers were locked out of the vehicle's hatch, forcing them to climb through the interior to access the cargo area. This explains the number of prototypes we have seen with cords hanging out of their hatches, as the upscale models have power hatches. So no power, you can't open the hatch. So I think this was mainly issues on like Scat Pack versions of these cars. I think the RTs don't have power hatches on them. This was a issue that Dodge knew about last year, because you look at this article, this was June 19th of 2024. So it wasn't just that long ago. With a jump pack connected to the 12-volt system, the power was restored and the key fob finally worked, allowing him to open the hatch and address the issue more easily. After some investigating using his home security cameras, he discovered the root cause. His wife had accidentally left the passenger door slightly open overnight, causing interior lights to drain the battery completely. While a simple mistake, it raises questions about Dodge's software settings. And this is where we kept saying, you guys, that these cars have software issues. Even small ones like this right here can kill the car. Ideally, a future update could ensure the interior lights are shut off automatically after an extended period to prevent similar situations. Because I did this same test in my D170 just last night. I left the door of my D170 wide open for like an hour. And I kept coming back downstairs like every 15-20 minutes. When I came back downstairs about 20 minutes later, the lights were turned off and my battery was not dead. This is just a very simple issue that Dodge can fix through software, but this just goes to show that these are just small minor things that they overlooked when they launched this car. It should be common sense. If the door is left open for an hour or 2 hours or 2 days, then hey, maybe we should cut power to the interior to make sure the battery pack does not die. I mean, I'm just saying, but just small things like this is overlooked that can make your experience bad. I mean, honestly, right? So hopefully, like Mopar Insider say, that interior light can be killed in a software update. But honestly, every car that I have in my house, I can leave the door open on them and the light will turn off in 30 minutes. I mean, that's just a small thing, like I said, but if you got like a 6,000 pound brick in your driveway and you gotta go through all this crap to get into the back of it, this is not that good. I'm just saying. While this fix worked in his driveway, owners facing a bricking issue should still have their car checked by a dealer, especially if it's under warranty. However, this video serves as a valuable lesson for new Charger Daytona owners. Something as simple as an open door could leave you stranded, but with the right approach, you might be able to fix it yourself, which is going to be a very big pain if you're a very big person. This is something that, you know, I hope that Dodge is going to basically fix in a future software update. Because I mean, there's a few other software issues that I think there's a problem with this car, and I'm going to actually talk about it in another video because I've test driven this car at least 2 times. There are some issues that I found that I think that I'm going to put in a video for Dodge to kind of pay attention to, that hopefully that they'll address in software updates. So I think the Charger Daytona is a decent car, but I think it's only 70% done. I think there's some software things that need to do in terms of performance, in terms of a situation like this right here where the lights don't turn off, the radio issues, whatever. So I think this car is close to being decent enough for people to like it. Pricing is still is an issue, but it should not be a problem where an $80,000 car does not know how to turn its own lights off. But I thought this was pretty funny. Oh man, because like if you go watch it yourself, towards the end he talks about, well, this is a user error, this is user error, this is not a problem with the car, this is user error. Dude, like every daggone car that I know of, the lights turn off in 30 minutes. This is not user error, this is software error. I'm just saying. But let me know what you guys think. And until the next time, I'm out.